Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. Today, we're talking about the O in SWOT analysis under our series on action plans, opportunities. We're going to talk a little bit about opportunities. Now, there's the obvious opportunities for you to work with your customers, maybe the pricing policies you have inside your organization, some of your competitors' behaviors out there that help you to grow and develop. Maybe changes in technology that you take advantage of. There's regulations that are either pro or con in the marketplace that you take advantage of. So what are some of the opportunities out there that exist? And if you think about it from a historical perspective, this is where you really become creative, and this is where you really understand the opportunities that could exist for you. Let me give you a thought here. The first 100 years doesn't guarantee the second 100 years. And why that is because companies have to go to where the puck's going. And we talked about that in one of our previous podcasts, the Wayne Gretzky saying, well, that's where opportunities are born. Opportunities are born when Sears decides that nobody wants a catalog anymore, and that's not the way to go. And yet a small business that was a book publisher becomes Amazon, because they realize that there is an e-commerce out there and people do want to shop through a catalog, except the catalog's online now and it becomes the e-commerce. And the same way Sears was, you could buy everything you needed in a Sears catalog. Now today we can buy everything we want on Amazon. So those are opportunities, things that are happening in the marketplace that are problems or weaknesses or concerns can become opportunities if you look at it from a different perspective. And there's one good example. Think about years ago, there was the Five and Dime in Woolworths. And when they closed, they said, no one wants to use a Five and Dime anymore. And today there's Dollar General, Dollar Store, under five everywhere. So I think those opportunities exist. There's the obvious opportunities that are, can I improve my customer service? Because we've identified that an issue in our phone center. We do have some pricing concerns or pricing constraints that we have to work around. What are some of the opportunities there for us? Because we maybe have a bit more efficient organization and a better cost to serve, maybe we can do more things than someone else could do. So those are opportunities that are born out of your current organization. But what are the opportunities that will grow outside of what's currently going on out there in the world today, out there in the environment today? What are some of those things? And as we said, look at Amazon, how they started. You look at different companies and where they started. Look at IBM. IBM started, we all had IBM laptops. And look at them today. They're not even in that space. And so they kind of understood where things were going, and their understanding of opportunities were slightly different, right? They weren't about fixing what was wrong inside the organization. It was fixing what was inside the organization and then trying to understand where the organization's going. So through this action plan exercise, you're tactically fixing some things, but the opportunity to find strategic things is really kind of the jewel. It's sort of that nugget that you uncover through working through these action plans. So there are the obvious things you need to fix, the obvious opportunities that exist tactically in your current organization. But I think if you do it right, you engage the right people inside your organization, you do it with an open mind when it comes to your organization, I think what you end up finding are those strategic opportunities that exist out there. And if you're doing this with individuals inside your organization and you're talking about them from a career development perspective, an improvement perspective, I think what you'll find if you do it with an honest heart and you do it with good communication, you're going to find that there's more things you can do to help them improve, not only as a professional, but maybe as a person, because you've done it with an open mind and with an honest heart. So those are the opportunities you really are looking for. Solve the tactical, but never lose sight of the strategic things that come out of it. That's the O, opportunity. And now we'll end with our next episode on barriers, or as they say, T for threats, but barriers from our action plan side. Thanks for joining us. Rocky Romanella saying be safe, and thank you for being part of the Leadership Library family.